Alright guys, welcome to episode 5 of Find Love or Die Trying. In this episode we are going to be going on our third first date, and this is going to be really exciting. Let's get to it. Welcome back to business. It's time to pick who you'll go on your first third date with. Who's the unlucky soulmate candidate today? Let's go with Ali. To be honest, I'm not sure if your dates with Ali are really dates or more of just trying different kinds of transportation. But hey, whatever floats your boat. Let's get those cameras rolling. I found Ali by the beach, or more accurately, she came running to me. You are not going to believe this, Jake. What's that? Alright, who took my keys? I've got 10 seconds before I take it out of Four's paycheck. Oh, come on. We'll walk and talk, come on. Well, less walk, maybe more like run like hell. Four is not going to be happy when he finds out that whatever, come on, let's go. She grabbed my hand and pulled me with her into the forest, clearly nearby. What's going on? You are not going to believe what I just found. What's that? Well, I was wondering how to top the 2 previous dates when I stumbled upon... wait a minute. It's better if I surprise you. I'm going to have to close my eyes again, right? I love how fast you learn these things, Jake. Oh, great. I'm closing my eyes again. She was singing as she took my eyes with one hand and pulled me along with the other. She pulled me along step by step. I can't say I wasn't enjoying it. Is this a staircase? It feels like metal beneath me. In the middle of the forest? Alright. You can open your eyes now. How on earth? We were inside a small plane, the very same one I'd been really awakened in my first day here. How did you even? It was just sitting in the forest, so I thought, why not, right? I have so many questions. Wait a minute. Are you planning on... Without even bothering to answer me, Ali rushed to the cockpit. Oh crap. Here's to hopping that goes better than the roller skates. I wonder what this big red button does. Oh god, get me out of here. I ran for the door, but it was already shut tight. And away we go. The engine of the plane roared as we took off. I slammed into the side of the door. Oof. Come on, be honest. You were thinking the same thing. You put a big juicy red button there, completely unintended, and you expect a good citizen like me not to press it. You're bonkers. You've got a point, but do you have any idea how to fly this thing? Wait a minute, if you're talking to me here, then who's flying the plane? Technically nobody, but... Crash. The right wing of the plane smashed into a tree. We hit it hard enough for it to be slightly deformed. Oof. I slammed into the wall yet again. Well, we didn't need that wing anyway, so... We still have the other one. Exactly like kiddies. Forget killer dating... death shows. Forget Damien and Kat. Ali was going to be the death of me. I tried to run to the cockpit, but it was all I could do to stay upright as the plane tethered back and forth. I'm just kidding, I've got this. Ali ran to the cockpit without breaking a sweat. Meanwhile, I did my best impression of a ball in a pinball machine. Alright, I got this. The plane seemed to stabilize in a matter of seconds. Oh, thank God. I really thought we were gonna... crash. Oops. Once again, the right wing of the plane smashed into a tree. Somehow it was bent back into its original shape. Not so bad if I don't say so myself. Alright, that was dumb luck, you know it. And for now, the moment you've all been waiting for. We started gaining altitude slowly at first, then faster and faster, higher and higher. Before long, we were soaring high above the trees. Ali yelled out in triumph. Woo! I joined it and yelled out with glee. It's a pretty great feeling, huh? Not dying in a fiery plane crash. Flying free without it. What's the point of living? You talking about freedom or flying? Why not both? That said, there's another reason I flew us up here. What's that, Ali? This is the only place I could find on the island that wasn't bugged. No one can eavesdrop on us here. And sorry for the turbulence, but without it, they might have heard me disable the bugs in here. Believe me, I looked for a safe place as hard as I could, That's why I got the rollerblades and the boat earlier, to find a safe place to talk as fast as possible. I'm guessing you know what the show is really about then. Unfortunately, yeah. What a bummer, am I right? Unfortunately, I don't think you do. And I can't risk telling you everything either. What? Why? Believe me, you're better off not knowing. What? Ali, what are you hiding? Who are you really? Look, we don't have too much time before we'll have to land. This thing's already almost out of fuel. Sure enough, we had already started descending. Please, just trust me, I'm on your side, Jake. I know there's so many lies going around here, but I really want to help you get out of here. Though, I have to admit, it wasn't on my to-do list at first. It's a good thing you're so cute. I'm kidding, geez. Do you trust me? Yes, no, yes, no, no. You don't have to trust me, Alec. All you have to know is that I came to save you all. And that I won't stop trying until I do that. Though at this point I've done all I can. It's in his hands now. Whose? No time to talk. We're almost back in the range of the island's recording network. No matter what, don't tell anybody what happened here. Not even a little bit. Not even if you think you can trust them. I'll be clear. Crystal. The plane flew lower and lower. Right, we're about to be back in the recording zone. What else? Don't do anything I wouldn't do. That really doesn't limit it much. I guess not. After we landed, Kat scolded us for taking the plane. Kat and Ali seemed to exchange more than a few uneasy glances as we got off the plane. But luckily, nothing came of it. Next, the production staff separated Ali and I. It looks like Kat had arranged something special for the two of us. Although I was told that I wasn't allowed to see Ali until the evening, apparently that's the nicest time to film. Till then, the production team helped me look the part of a romantic novel protagonist. I was dressed to the nines. I must have sat through a few hundred photo shoots and a few interviews before they told me it was time to see her. But it was worth it. Well, even for this island, this place is fancy with a capital F. Tell me about it. I broke one plate here and I'll have to pay it off for the rest of my life. I mean, welcome to the Ocean Palace. Allow me to show you to your seat. Two gestured at me to follow him. It only taken a few steps when I saw it. When I did, I couldn't help but crack up. You know, I kind of expected you to be dressed up too, given all the the crew put me through. What's the point? I'd just get ruined. How would it get ruined? Oh, you'll see, come on. She reached for my hand. I put mine in hers with a smile on my face. She pulled me along with her towards the door. Whoa. We stumbled against a table which knocked a plate onto the floor. It promptly shattered onto a million pieces. In case you were watching, Kat, that was 2. I knew I shouldn't have been an accountant. She laughed as she pulled me along with her to the outside. The night air had never tasted so fresh. Every breath of air as we ran along the road made my worries and fears just disappear. Eventually we ran all the way to the beach. Come on. She tightened her hand and pulled me along with her to the water. Wait, She laughed just like a maniac as she cannonballed us into the ocean. My first instinct was to swim back up to the surface, but then Ali put her hands against my face and it looked deep into my eyes. She smiled, then kissed me passionately. It was as if time had stopped. A few moments later we went back up to the surface. I figure you could use a fun distraction from everything that happened earlier. Was she just doing this for me? I never knew what to expect with you, you know. And you never will. It was a night to remember. Honestly, after today's date with Ali, I decided to take a stroll around the mansion. So, from what I can gather is there's something going on with this Ali person, and she's not who she says she is. So maybe we should have chose Yuri, honestly. But she seems like she wants to help us escape. And she knows about the show, she knows about everything, so... The night was clear as it could be. A light breeze made it just a bit chilly, but not enough that I'd need to put on more. I found myself fixating on the moon without thinking. Cat, I thought I'd find you here. Why's that? Just a gut feeling, and the island-wide surveillance system. You doing okay? Yeah, I'm just thinking. I can't believe the show's almost over. It didn't feel real earlier today. Time sure flies, doesn't it? You've only got the last third date with Yuri tomorrow, then the final ceremony on the day after. Speaking of which, how was your date with Ali today? Alright. Yeah, it was awesome. Probably shouldn't tell the whole truth, but enough of it should be good. It was awesome. I don't know how, but the more time I spend with Ali, the better it gets. Being married to her would make every day an adventure, and I like the sound of that. Okay. I'm sure it'd be an adventure, but the jury's out on if it's one you'd walk away from. But I can see she makes you happy, and really that counts from a lot nowadays. Though you might want to start wearing body armor if you want to stay that way. Who knew that three dates were all you needed to figure out if marriage would last? If this TV kid doesn't work out, maybe I should become a marriage counsellor. Anyway, I'd love to stay and chat, but I've got to get some work done before tonight to prep for the ending of the show. You know what? I could use some company, and it's not like you were up to anything. Kat reached her hand out to me. I put my hand in hers on instinct. With her hand in mine, she pulled me with her to the library. Now you're probably wondering, why did I bring you to the library? Why did I bring you here, of all places? You like to read? Well, yes, but no. There's no internet for us goons, so here's where we store most of our information. Records of every single run of the show, but building and security details, guard schedules, and most importantly, salary records. It's hidden in plain sight as regular books. You need to know how to decipher them, though. They're pretty useless to the average person. Interesting, and also a little unnecessary here. Who here is going to read a book? Oh, I knew the state of education was bad, but not this bad. It still doesn't answer why you brought me here. Well, you see, I have this lovely chair and table here that I do so love to work on. And it's truly, truly exhausting for me to get up from this lovely arrangement to have to fetch each book I need to reference. The bitch is making me do chores for her. You want me to grab your books for you so you can just stay here? I'm so glad you understand. And you know I'm doing everything I can to keep you alive, and it's just tiny, teeny favour. I couldn't help but laugh at her. Muck pout. Sure, Cat. It's the last thing I can do. It's the least thing I can do. Great, alright, to start, I need you to grab me the Princess of Vandia. 100 easy recipes for a philosopher's stone, and I regret everything. This must be the 100th batch of books I've had to deliver. It's been hours. Seriously, whoever designed this system should be shot. I tried to read a few books I was delivering, but like Kat said, they just seemed like regular books. And that's a wrap. Thanks for the help, Jake. I'll send you a thank you card for when you're off this island or something. At that rate, that was pretty much slave labour. I like to think of it as more of unpaid charity work. You've got one last date tomorrow, don't mess it up. I'm curious, what's the first thing you're going to do when you're out of here? Honestly, I'm not sure. Maybe try to figure out what my life was before, who knows. That's as good as a start as any. Well, I gotta get back to editing. Night, Jake. See you, Cat. Guess I'll head back to my room and call it a night. ... The alarms were deafening. We planned for every possibility we could, but it wasn't enough. We made it to the ship, but it still wasn't enough. Our one saving grace, the ship wouldn't start. Someone tampered with it, and there's no time to fix it. That's it then. I couldn't find the words to say it. I love you. I love you too, Jake. I wish we could have met anywhere but here. She held me in her arms with the last of her strength. All that's left to do is wait. Goodbye, love. Aww. The Courtney the call. Well, this isn't the worst place I thought I could wake up yesterday. I'll take that as a compliment. She laughed and pinched my cheek. Well, it's been a blast, Jake. I have some more cruising around to do, and I think I've got another date on your plate today. Yeah, that's just how the show goes, sorry. She was gone before I even had a chance to finish. That woman is a force of nature. Well, look who crawled out of an economy class aeroplane seat. And good morning to you too, Damien. Jake, don't mind him. Damien was just telling me the news. Your ratings are doing really well so far. At this rate, I really think you'll make it out of here. That's great news. I wouldn't celebrate just yet. Just because you've done well till now doesn't mean you won't jump the shark today. Your ratings today need to be higher than they've ever been, or you'll get axed. Axed literally. If I'm around when your number's up, I guess we'll find that out together, won't we? Later.
He's gonna kill me. I'm scared.
Sorry about him. He can be a little mean sometimes. A murder threat is a little mean. Anyway, you ready for your last date with Yuri? I am. It's just this last date, then tomorrow will be the final ceremony. Alright guys, this is going to be the end of episode 5, and I will see you guys in the next episode. In the next episode we're going to be going on our final date with Yuri, and then the last episode we will be going to the final ceremony, and I'm super keen for this. So I will see you guys in the next episode. Don't forget to stay tuned, and if you did like this episode, feel free to leave a like down below. It really helps the channel out a lot, and I will see you in the next episode. Peace out guys, stay safe.